Hey guys, my name's Yvette and welcome to my DIY channel, and I hope that you guys are having a great day. So for today's video, I wanted to share with you guys two fall air dry clay projects that I made. One is a sweater trinket dish and the other one is a pumpkin spice coffee candle holder. So yeah, let's just get started. Okay guys, so for our first air dry clay project, we're going to be making a sweater trinket dish. And so I sketched out this sweater on my own, and I'll link a free sweater stencil if I can find one. Then I traced out this little design on it, and I purchased this little pumpkin design on Etsy, and I'll make sure to link that. So yeah, I just rolled out my clay. And then using my needle tool, I traced it out. And then I also made sure to trace out every little detail that I put on the sweater so that it would transfer onto the clay. And then I took off the stencil, and as you guys can see, the little pumpkin design transferred perfectly onto the clay. Now I'm fully tracing out the sweater. Next, I'm going to trace out all the little details that I have on the sweater a little bit better, still using my needle tool. With some water, I'm going to smooth out the edges of the sweater or anywhere else I feel it needs to be blended out a little bit better. And I go heavy on my water, so as you guys can see, it kind of took away a little bit of the details that I traced out, so I'm going to go over them again. Okay, so I really like this, and before I let it dry, I'm going to put little paintbrushes under the sides of the sweater just so that it dries with like the sweater arms curved up a little bit.
2 hours later.
Alright, so here's the sweater dry, and I'm going to sand this a little bit. I wanted all the little details of the sweater to be painted white, and so I've seen this technique where you like paint it and then you wipe off like the top layer of paint, but like the little details on the inside should stay painted. And so I wanted to try it out, and I was so surprised that it actually worked. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm just going to finish painting in my sweater. Lastly, I'm going to seal this using Deco Art's Triple Thick Gloss Glaze. Okay guys, so for our second air dry clay project, we're going to be making a pumpkin spice coffee tea light candle holder. So grab a big chunk of clay and shape it into a to-go coffee cup, or like the shape of a cylinder, and just make sure that one side is tapered. Here, I thought that it was just a little bit too tall, so I'm going to trim off a little bit on the bottom. I really like the shape right here, and then I also just made sure that it could stand up on its own. I'm rolling out more clay, and now we're going to make the coffee sleeve. I sketched out this little pumpkin, and now I'm going to trace the pumpkin onto the clay. I added some water onto my coffee cup to make sure that it's sticky, and then I placed the sleeve onto the coffee cup, and then I'm just going to make sure to connect the sleeve together. Okay guys, so this is looking pretty good to me. I rolled out more clay, and now I'm tracing out a circle, and this is going to be for the lid, and then I placed it on top of my coffee cup, and I know it's not like a perfect circle, so I'm going to fix it a little bit using my needle tool. Here I'm blending it out a little bit with some water. I'm rolling out a coil of clay, and then I'm going to flatten it out with my finger, and this is going to be for like the rim of the lid. And so then I just attached it. Using my modeling tool, I'm going to blend in these two pieces together. I placed a tea light candle on top of the lid, and now I'm going to trace it out so that I know how much of the clay I need to carve out. And you can carve out as much or as little clay as you want, just as long as your tea light candle can sit comfortably on top. Don't forget to blend everything out with some water. Okay, so this is my coffee cup now, and it can still stand up on its own, which is great. So now I'm gonna let this dry.
One eternity later.
Here's our pumpkin spice coffee now that it's dry, and I am gonna sand this. And then I'm gonna paint. And a lot of you guys always ask me like what type of paint I use, and I always just use like acrylic paint. Any brand will work. And then you guys also always ask me like what shades I use, but I never like list them because I always just mix together a bunch of paints to get the shades that I want. Lastly, I'm going to seal this using Deco Art's matte varnish. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys try one of these out and subscribe for more DIYs, and stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys in my next one.